Alright guys, we are back again with another video, and on our quest to catch up on these equipment guides before 8th anniversary, we are here with Legends Bardock's equipment guide. This guy has a similar issue to the purple mini Super Saiyan 3 Diamond Goku, but for a completely different reason. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you would expect a Sun family character to have a decent amount of equipment, but a lot of his equipment were restricted to him being on Daima, at least some of his best equipment. And Bardock, we kind of expected him to have not so good equipment just because he is a Team Bardock member. He is a Saiyan, but, you know, Team Bardock. So yeah, as you guys can see from the top row, there's not that many options. And as per usual, we will start with top priority. Then we will move on to this team specific, and then we will go finish off with the defensive equipment. Not going to be a long video, again, not that many to talk about. As for build, you could probably go either way with Bardock. I think a lot of people have become more comfortable with him as a character. I think initially people were not enjoying his indestructible mechanic or whatever, but I think people have turned around. The indestructible, if used correctly, can be very, very annoying. So I think going either offensive or defensive could be the play, but I would say just because no one tanks at all, I would say just go full offense on him. But you might not have that option because of the minimal equipment options he has. So first of all, this one. So this is the PvP equipment that released with the tag Goku and Bardock during 2023 Legends Festival, I believe. It's giving you base critical, base HP, 20% base strike attack, and 15% to pure strike attack if this character is Team Bardock, which of course Bardock himself fulfills. This does have the Awakened version, which we will go over in a second, but this one is the non-team specific one. Base critical is kind of whatever, but it could be useful for this Bardock in particular because he does stack critical rate up to 60% whenever he uses the Striker Blast card, so that could, and he does a lot of damage with the criticals. So, you know, this is probably one of his best equipment. I would even say this is a must run if you're not running him next to another Team Bardock member, which is where this comes into play. This is the Awakened version of the equipment we just looked at. It's giving 25% base critical, that is up from 18, sorry. Giving 12% HP instead of 10%, and it's giving 12% blue card damage, as well as 20% base strike, and 20% to pure strike attack if a Team Bardock other than this character is a battle member. Definitely an upgrade, but it is team restricted. So realistically, the only other Team Bardock battle member right now that is semi-relevant, or at least meta-relevant, is the red Zenkai Bardock, who himself is pretty good with his lock-in and his sniping potential. So if you're running those two on the same team, this is a definite must-run. This is his best equipment by far, or I wouldn't say by far, but a good equipment overall. I'm actually going to move this up front. This is the co-op equipment that released next to Legend Bardock. This is for Saiyans. This is a little tedious to grind, but at the time of this recording, which is right when the Legend Rose drops, there is an Ultra Bonanza going on, so if you want to go test your luck and exchange some co-op medals, go ahead. This is giving 20% base key recovery, 12% to pure defenses when Team Bardock is a battle member, and then 12% to pure offenses when Team Bardock is a battle member. This is Bardock's best equipment, I think, by far. It's giving you, he fulfills all of these conditions by himself, so he's getting the 12% pure offenses and defenses. I wish slot 1 was HP instead, but this is alright. The good thing about this equipment too is that if you're running him next to any other Saiyans, those Saiyans can use this equip as well, because this isn't particularly restricted to Bardock himself. So if you're running this guy next to like Namek Goku, the Namek Goku can definitely benefit from the 12% pure defenses. Alright, up next, this is another co-op equipment. This is the one that released next to Goku and Bardock, the tag unit during Legends Festival. This is 12% blue card damage, 20% base defenses, and then 12% pure strike if a Goku is a battle member, and 12% to pure blast when a Team Bardock is a battle member. This does need a Goku, of course. There are the main unit that you're running this guy next to, or there's actually two. You can run this guy on the yellow-blue setup with Namigoku and Gohan, or you can run him on GT with both of the Super Saiyan 4s, which I think is the better team. So yeah, that will fulfill the conditions here, and that makes this a pretty good equipment for him. And finally, for offensive-based equipments, there is this really old one. This is for anime original sagas. This is giving 10% to base critical and blue card damage, as well as 25% strike attack and 35% blast attack. Now, Bardock is a more strike-oriented character by a lot, but as he doesn't really, I mean, we can just take a look. He doesn't really have access to that many good base stat equipments, which you might need if your Bardock is at lower stars. He doesn't really have great access to those. So this is kind of like a fill-in, because remember, this guy is a defense type, technically classified as, but he does a lot of offenses. So if you had him at like 5 stars, this could be a decent equipment to just get his base multipliers up. Alright, moving on to defenses. Our defensive equipment, there is this one. This is the Co-op equipment that released next to the 7th anniversary after party, the Ultra Super Vegito celebration. If you're running this guy next to Legend Super Vegito, this is a really good defensive equipment for him. It's giving 10% HP and HP restoration, 32% base strike attack, and 20% to pure strike attack when Saiyan and Batara is a battle member, which of course Legend Vegito will fulfill. And finally, this is the PvP equipment that released next to Bardock. This is giving 12% HP and HP restoration, as well as 15% strike defense and 12% to pure defenses if this character's anime original sagas, which of course Bardock fulfills. Now, this equipment is not available in the shop, so if you didn't grind it during the PvP season, you're gonna have to wait maybe 2 or 3 seasons for this. But this is his best defensive equipment that is unrestricted. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Again, Bardock really doesn't have any many great equipments, but just to recap, this is a must run if you are not running another Team Bardock battle member. This is a must run if you are running another Team Bardock battle member. This is the must run no matter what. This is good if you have another Goku unit. This is good if you have lower stars, and here are his best defensive equipment. If we just take a look at his list of equipment, if I want to point out anything else, nothing really, honestly. Not much for him here. So, yeah, that concludes this unit guide, and I'll be catching up. I think up next, we are pretty much caught up, aren't we? I think we are at Legend Rose, I believe. And I'll record that soon. So you guys just wait for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah.